Are live, and here we are at the beginning. Day 33. They're adding up. If you're joining in on the replay, thank you very much for coming by. Appreciate that. We're starting out on day 33 of our walking the Wellston Trail. A little 2-mile walk. Been taking every day now for this is the 33rd day in a row. And yeah, part of my get busy living strategy. Getting out first thing in the morning, taking a walk, and getting my day started right. It's Sunday morning, about 7:15, and it looks like it's going to be a beautiful day today. Don't see any clouds in the sky. It's about 60 degrees. It is sweatshirt weather, sweatshirt and shorts, because it's going to get up in the mid 80s today, so it will definitely be warm. Early enough that it's not very busy out here this morning. God wills it. Yes, he does. Good morning, Evan. Welcome into my live stream. My name's Dave. I am in Georgia, USA. I've been coming out and taking this walk, live streaming every day. Joe is here. Good morning, Joe. Welcome. Been walking this trail every day. It's a 2-mile walk for me. It's just a little walk on a walking trail. Starts out in a park, walk for a mile to another park, turn around and walk back. And it's a good way to start the day. I'll show you where I'm walking to. And just kind of get me out in the morning, get my body moving, get the blood flowing, get my mind. I don't know, what does my mind do? My mind thinking, moving, and just kind of start out right. Like I said, this is the 33rd day in a row doing this. Walking on sunshine. It's time to feel good. Sun will be up in a little bit. Dan is here. Good morning, Dan. How are things in Romania, Dan? Hopefully well. A little chilly here this morning. 60 degrees. Gonna be up in the mid 80s today. Osama is how I'm going to say it. In Iran, the weather is raining. Okay. Oh, there's 3 deer up there. There's 2. There's another one back behind the tree over there. Everybody see those? Those look like a couple smaller ones. Can't see the one behind the tree anymore. He's kind of hiding. Hadn't seen any deer in a little while out here on my walks. I was seeing every day, but there's a couple of them right there for you this morning. All right. Was seeing them every day out when I was walking on the trail, and they were back, or they were in the woods, and I started bringing apples out to give them breakfast, and then I didn't see them anymore for a while. So good to see some more out here. They have been popping up in my backyard. Joe says they are saying there's the guy with the apples. Yeah. Surprised they didn't look at me. Where am I from? I'm in Georgia, United States. And so we got a few new people in here. I already got 5 people to push the like button for me. Double tap the screen. I appreciate that. I'm a 65-year-old man. Live by myself. Got a lot of different types of videos on my channel, from cleaning up an overgrown yard to the motto on my channel about get busy living, which is from the movie Shawshank Redemption. He says we can either get busy dying or get busy living, and I choose to get busy living. Part of that is coming out here and taking these walks in the morning, just to kind of get me going, rather than just sitting around doing nothing and not getting anything accomplished. Morning. Where did I do my basic training? San Antonio, Texas. Lackland Air Force Base. When I joined the Air Force, I was living in Kansas, in Wichita. Processed through the whole thing in Kansas City, and flew down to San Antonio, and it was my first time ever being on an airplane. And I remember sitting, I was 20 years old. I remember getting on the airplane, sitting next to a, I'm saying he's a businessman. He's wearing a suit and tie, and started talking to him. And we were flying from Kansas City to Dallas, and he asked me where I was going and why. So I told him. And he got the biggest kick out of the fact that, good morning. Morning. Not there. Puppies. Yeah, told him I was joining the Air Force and it was my first time ever flying, and he got a big kick out of that I was joining the Air Force, and that's all. I'd never been on an airplane before. T for Texas. Yes, sir. The climate here in Georgia is very similar to what I remember it being in where I lived in Texas. I was in North Texas. Just, I think we were about 5 miles south from the Oklahoma state line. And so pretty even. You look across the country to where I am now. But the short, mild winters. The heck was that? Hearing things. Yeah, short, mild winters. Barely any snow. And like today, started off, when I got up this morning, I looked at the temperature, it was 58 degrees, and it's supposed to get up in the mid 80s today, or 83 or 84 or something like that today. So 20 plus degree temperature change. Infantry for you, Evan. Where'd you go to boot camp, Evan? I'm guessing Army infantry. I know the Army has a lot of different places you can go for boot camp. Some kind of animal walking across the trail up here. Small. As long as it's not a bobcat, I think I'm all right. YM. Oh, Irish Defense Forces. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's see. It's crazy that all people I came have access to technology that doesn't even know about Wi-Fi signal. Okay, Joe Mama Jack Frost isn't far away. Yeah, I know. YM, old people. Yes. I am old people. YM, I am 25. I'm 65. Knock 40 years off my life. I'm 65 years old. Out here walking first thing in the morning. Walk 2 miles every day. This is my 33rd day in a row of doing it. Just to get myself going in the morning. So, how about you? What are you doing? Good morning. And Evan, Irish Defense Forces, thank you very much for your service. I appreciate that. I'm still old, but however, you got to cope and keep telling yourself to keep going. Yeah, I wouldn't call it coping. I'd call it just living. I'm at a point in my life where working on your youth now as we speak. Yes. Yeah, I'm at a point where I don't have to get up every morning and get dressed and go to work. So I can get up and come out for walks in the morning and enjoy things. So that's not coping, that's living. Infantry always needs you fly boys. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. I have a friend, my best friend. He's half my age, but best friend I have. And he is in the Army, U.S. Army now. Before he joined, I tried to convince him to join the Air Force, and we still talk about it. He regrets not joining the Air Force, but he just re-enlisted in the Army, so signed up for another 2 years. Let's see, YM. No, you realize you're slowing down, so your mind is telling you, your body, to keep doing stuff so you don't just wither away. Yes. Tia? Stop, Dad. Why? Why would I want to stop? Yeah, YM, I agree with that. I agree with that. You have to keep pushing. That's true at any age, really. Good morning. "33 days and moving forward." Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm doing all right. I walk this 2 miles in about 35 minutes every day. Maybe some days, maybe a couple minutes longer. Depends if I stop. But sometimes I'll stop and talk to somebody, or I'll, like at the very beginning of the walk, I saw some deer up in the yard, so I stopped, got them on camera for a little while. So, all right, so this is the halfway point. We're at another park at the opposite end of the trail. And this is the turnaround point. Turn around and start heading back for a mile. And get our second mile in. Yeah, the infantry is fantastic. You can go and move on to the Air Corps in a few years if he wants. Yeah, he's he fixes generators and compressors and stuff like that. He did get deployed. I think he's been back. He's been back for about 6 months now, but he did get deployed to Poland for a little while. He's stationed here in Georgia. That's definitely a green mile. Yeah, this is always part of the favorite part of my walk is these trees with the sun shining on them this early in the morning. I like that scene or that view. Yeah, this park here has quite a bit of things to do. There's a shelter up there, a couple shelters down here, lots of playground equipment. And this afternoon, this place will be packed with people, especially now we're getting into some cooler weather. How long are U.S. deployments? He was gone, I think, 10 months. Michael, you're gone, buddy. Thanks for playing. KJ, usually 4 to 6 years, but can depend on the contract paperwork and the branch. Yeah, at the time of service, the contracts are, I think he signed up for 3 initially, and he just re-enlisted for 2 more. I know when I was in the Air Force, of course that was a long time ago, it was either 4 or 6 years. They didn't have a 2-year, any kind of 2-year contracts. We'll see you later. Go for 6 months on peacekeeping tours. 2 weeks leave, back home halfway. Oh, okay. Yeah, he went over there to help train Polish troops on the equipment. I guess U.S. sold Polish military a bunch of generators and stuff, so he just kind of went over there to train them. He's a real matter-of-fact type of person, and he has difficulties with the military intelligence, which there's very little of that. Just the obvious things that he sees. But like I said, he's a very logical person. So peacekeeping in Lebanon, okay. Yeah, the birds chirping. Turn this around so you guys can see where I'm walking right now. This is the wooded part of the walk. It's probably close to a half mile where I'm in all these woods, which is pretty cool. I definitely enjoy coming out for these walks. It's good to get out and do the walk itself, just from physical being, and then it's good for my emotional state. Just kind of get the blood flowing and get out here, be in nature, touch grass, as they say, and it's good for my heart as well to have people to chat with while I'm doing it. So all of those things are good. Lester, Boo, been hiding, huh, Lester? Good to see you here this morning. Happy Sunday morning to you. Natural healing. Yes, Dookie, that is right. This is where I'm walking. Basically, there's neighborhood up that way, and there's a neighborhood that way. This is like the drainage for the neighborhood up there. Coming down into this drainage ditch, and I walk along, basically along this drainage ditch the whole way. Good on you. Thank you, Dookie. Yeah, it's definitely good to get out here. And like I said, I do definitely enjoy the live streaming aspect of it. It's fun to get on here and chat with people, have interesting conversations, tell some of my stories, talk about my football team, go Cincinnati Bengals. Rooting for a win today. They're playing Jacksonville. It would be nice to be 2-0. Be a good start to the season. Definitely better than what they have been doing the past 4 or 5 years. It's quiet out here this morning. There's nobody out here. I look like Hulk Hogan. Oh, the facial hair. It's actually kind of, I had a full beard for a long time. Nothing big, because it just never grew well. But had a beard, short beard, for a long time. I started trimming it like this a couple months ago, and kind of in honor of my brother. He wore a mustache like this and had the little soul patch. His mustache on the sides came, I don't know, probably almost to his chest. It's kind of to honor him, I guess. KJ, you have a great day, a fantastic day. Enjoy your rest. I'm sure it's well deserved. I do appreciate you coming in, chatting with us for a little bit. It's always good to see you. I come out here every morning, about 7:15 now, Eastern Standard Time here in the U.S. Mainly just because of the daylight. When I started, I was starting out at 7. Had plenty of light then, but it kept getting darker and darker, so I moved it back a little bit. If you don't come for 30 days, it'll probably be 7:30 by the time I get started. By the time enough daylight. Lester, how was your pug social yesterday? Hanging out at the beach all day. I got nobody behind me. I got nobody ahead of me. Everybody's staying home this morning. Taking their day of rest, I guess. We're back in the toward the end of the walk, or at least the walking trail, back on the roads, walking along the road, out of the woods now. Probably got about a quarter mile to go to the end of the walking trail. So, not bad. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
"31 minutes. Yeah, I should definitely hit my right around my 35-minute time mark when I get back. I wonder if those deer are still up there. Turn this around if they are. I don't see them anymore. Yeah, they were right up there when we came through the first time. Yeah, there's a few lakes around here. I'm not real big into fishing, so there are a few lakes, rivers. There's a pretty good sized river that runs through Macon. I've seen people fishing there. Definitely slowed down my pace a little bit. I need to pick it up a little bit. You got your pug fix? What about your bikini fix? Did you get that, Lester? I don't know if we're going to get a real good sunrise this morning. Might have started a little bit too soon. Saw a few. Okay. I can see the sun shining down the street there, so Dave doesn't forget. I try not to. How about you, Joe? Speaking of not forgetting, did you wrap up your painting? I bent over to pet the pugs. When they did that, you looked away, didn't you, Lester? Being the gentleman that you are. Did you get your painting wrapped up, Joe? Yeah, the sun is shining through my normal spot. We will be able to have sunrise services with Dave Yep. Not up as high as it normally is. More to do. Okay. Yes, rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. God be with his family. His wife and daughters. There we go. Beautiful sunrise this morning. Beazle man. Thank you very much. God has blessed me. I mean, look at that right there. He's warming my shoulders. Hard to see if there's any cars coming. Crossing the street there. Yeah, couldn't see if there was any cars coming, so who knows if God's gonna send a car down the street. Oh, you gotta laugh at life. It's too damn short not to. So we are getting ready to wrap up. And we walked from here down to another park and turned around and came back. They said it's the trail itself is about a mile long, and I walked to one end, turn around and come back. I walked to the trail and walked back home. My house is just the other side of all those trees there. But as you can see, it's Lester was in heaven yesterday. Yes, he was. Yeah, right through those trees there is my house on the other side. And there's a creek that runs back there too, so and there we go. We have made it 2 miles again today. 33 days in a row. Walked 66 miles on that trail. We're gonna go ahead and keep walking home. Where are we at? We're at 38 minutes. You were walking the pug you were taking care of. Okay. Yeah, it is pretty quiet this morning, but it is Sunday morning. Just before 8 a.m. Church services probably don't start until about 9. I am doing it, Joe. Hey, partly thanks to you. You're the one that encouraged me to do it, so. And you keep encouraging me along the way. Yeah, to get the girls to pet them. Absolutely, that's the way to do it. Am I from the Netherlands? My heritage is, I guess. My last name is a Dutch last name. Mohammedan. That's on my father's side. Not real familiar with my heritage on my father's side of the family. He wasn't either. He used to just say that our family was from all over Europe. My mother's side, however, both my grandparents were born in Hungary, and they immigrated to the U.S. when they were 3 years old in 1903. So, 120. It's amazing. And still have generations walking on the land here in the U.S. So I wasn't even sure you were here. You're from Iran. All right. Turtle Man. I wasn't even sure I was here. You are here. But I am. Okay, now you know it. Good. I got a photo of him and me together. If I was ready, I would have adopted him myself. Can I speak Hungarian? No. I used to be able to say, the simple things like good morning and things like that, but I can't even remember. How that goes anymore. My grandparents. I don't remember my grandfather much. I was 3 years old when he passed, but my grandmother was around into her 90s, or she was 90 years old when she died. But they pretty much spoke English all the time. His name is Roscoe. That sounds like a good name for a pug. Oh boy. Stiff this morning. Finally found my razor. Decided to shave last night. Laura is here. Hello, Laura. Welcome in. Happy to see you this morning. Just got back from my walk. Got myself a cup of coffee. And relaxing now. You two and sore. Muhammad Damin. I'm guessing that is an Iranian and maybe a Dutch flag with the heart. I'm not real familiar with all the different flags. There's a few that I could recognize, but not very many. I recognize that one, obviously. Good morning, Laura. You almost missed it. Well, I'm glad you didn't. He had a friend who talked to his parents in Hungarian. That's cool. There was something I think it was supposed to be good morning. That's what I was trying to say. Or maybe it was thank you. And the way I pronounced it, my grandma used to laugh when I said it, or at least until I changed and started pronouncing it correctly. But the way I pronounced it, it was thank you on a chair is what I said. So I am Edward. Good morning. Gotta go unload the trailer today. All right. Sounds like some work. I am Edward. It's just Edward on a different account? If you haven't done it yet, double tap that screen for me. Punch me in the nose a couple times. Bam, bam. Good to see those likes up. I got 13. Any critters this morning? Yeah, in the beginning of my walk, I saw three. I don't know if the third one is like two younger. Um, I don't know if you'd still call them fawns or not, but two younger deer and then a mature deer was kind of hiding in the trees a little bit, watching them, I guess, toward the very beginning of my walk. So if you go back and check out the replay, you'll be able to see them. It's probably, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes in, if that. Maybe a little bit longer than 5 minutes. Trying and think. Been here the whole time. Lester was hiding, not talking to me this morning. Didn't come in until I was on my way back. They tell me American seniors are broke. Is that true? No, I'm not broke. I'm sure there are some. I'm sure there are some that are rich. I'm sure there are some that are right in the middle. I don't believe everything you hear about this country. The majority of what you hear is lies. You hear that we're all divided and we're not. We're all the same. We just disagree on stuff, and the media makes it look like we all hate each other, and we don't. I can walk down any street. Well, I don't want to say any street. I know I can walk down any street in this town where I live and be greeted by people and smile at people and say hello, and they'll talk to me. Um, I seem pretty divided. Okay. Um, yeah, I could, any street in this town, I can walk down and talk to anybody and get along with them. So, Charlie Kirk is the equivalent of today's Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. Yeah. But I was watching a live stream last night, and it was kind of refreshing to see because all I've been hearing about, I haven't seen very many of them myself, but I heard that there's a bunch of people out rejoicing or celebrating his death, which is sickening. um, and but last night I was watching a live stream, and it was a trans woman on the live stream, and they were, sorry, I got loose hairs coming out of my beard. But they were saying, they were praising Charlie Kirk. Said they disagreed with things that he said, but he had the right to say it just like that person did on their live stream, to voice their opinion. And that's the beautiful thing about this country, and that's what everybody needs to realize, is that we all have the right to say whatever we want, and live free and express our opinions. And yeah, that person was very, very respectful of Charlie Kirk, and thought it was a tragedy as well that Charlie Kirk had died. Um, and it was a transgender person. So, but yeah, we don't talk politics. So I talk about unity and how great this country is, and that we are not as far apart as what people tend to portray the American people as. There are divisions, but they're not that great. Nothing you can't overcome. I was talking about it yesterday, walking on the trail. I've seen a guy almost every day. Didn't see him today, but I've seen a guy almost every day. And one of the first days I saw him, he was wearing Philadelphia Eagles sweatshirt. And it was the night after their first win of the season, which was what, last Thursday when they played Dallas, I think. And we started talking about football. And I told him I was a Cincinnati Bengals fan. Talked about that a little bit. So, and now we see each other, and we can get along. It is definitely much better to just get along. Everyone's entitled to their opinions. Yes. Oh, glory. Good to see you. I saw your post last night. Amen to that. I watched a 35-year-old dope fiend walk to McDonald's today and celebrate the death of a father and husband because he felt the grifting would bring him a little attention online. Yeah. We were just kind of talking about that, and it is, it's sad people are doing that. I don't know if you were listening, but I was watching a live stream last night with a transgender person, and they were praising Charlie Kirk. So, it the minority is the loudest voice, unfortunately. Most people are like me, and they don't I don't go out yelling and screaming at the top of my lungs about stuff. I have my opinions, but I keep my opinions to myself unless I'm discussing that topic with somebody and they ask me. But I'm not going to do it here. It is just a good place to hang out, chill, relax, go for a walk every morning, and enjoy yourself. Talk about fun things to do. Like some of the people that come into this channel, I mean, they go fishing and mainly off grid, ACR Protect. Joe that comes in here, Joe Mama, and Lester that come in here all the time. Just come in, we just talk. Joe encourages me. As a matter of fact, he's one kind of gave me the idea to start walking and live streaming every morning. And now I've been doing it for 33 days in a row. So that's fantastic. That's absolutely fantastic. And that's the way we all ought to be toward each other. And just enjoying ourselves. I mean, even if you're out working. My opinion on when I worked regular jobs is even if the job kind of sucked, or if the job did suck, I still tried to have a good attitude about it. I mean, what's the point in going to work and just being miserable all day long at work? You might as well go enjoy what you're doing. I worked at Lowe's for about 10 years, 2 different stores, but and different jobs, but it can be stressful. People not doing their job, expecting you to do it all, rude customers, things like that. But what the hell? You're already done with your pot of coffee? Yeah, I'm on my second cup this morning, so my attitude at Lowe's was I'm helping people build their American dream, because everybody was in there was buying something for their house, pretty much, and it's all part of the dream is to build their dream in their new house or their existing house and improve it. So that's basically the way I looked at it. That's what I was doing, is helping people. I think when I started doing kitchen and bath designs, I used to say that help make people's dreams come true, because people would come to me with an idea in their head about the way they wanted their kitchen or their bathroom to look, and I would design their kitchen or bathroom for them. And we'd work together, and they'd tell me what they wanted and the kinds of things they wanted, and I'd show them this, show them that, and obviously sell them a nice kitchen. Lowe's is a better store than most. It depends. Still waking up. Yeah, Lowe's though. Some Lowe's are okay. Some not so okay. I worked in for about 5 years. I worked in contractor sales and outside sales, and I didn't really deal. There was a guy there that dealt with the builders and the contractors and stuff, and I mainly dealt with businesses and like apartment complexes and stuff like that. But we worked with a school, a technical school, JVS, what they used to call it, joint vocational school. And they had a building. They had two programs. They had a carpenter program, and then they had like a building type program. We dealt with both of them, and they would send at the beginning of the school year. They would send all their students down, and they'd come down, and I'd talk to them for a while, give them a tour of the store and stuff. And I used to tell those kids, and they were all 16, 17-year-old kids, and I tell those kids, when you come into Lowe's, what you want to do, if you need help with something, is you want to look for somebody with this color hair, white hair. And I think it's still probably true. The majority of the older people that work there either have done home improvements as a hobby, maybe just out of necessity, owning a house and having to do stuff, or possibly they were in the trade. I mean, we had a retired electrician that worked in our electrical department. We had a retired plumber that worked in our plumbing department, and they just they didn't want to do their trade anymore, so they retired from that. But then they got a job at Lowe's, and they were knowledgeable about it, and that's what I used to tell people. We used to deal with a Habitat for Humanity too, and every year they would do a women's build. There was all women working on the build, and they would come in, and we helped them quite a bit with stuff. And they'd come in, and we'd train them on stuff, just simple stuff about cutting boards and how to measure and stuff like that. But I told them the same thing. When you walk into Lowe's and you need help, look for the people with the white hair, because they probably know what they're talking about. I saw young kids working there, and they would brag about lying to customers. And they'd say a customer would come up to me and ask me how to fix this, and I'd just make something up, and just to get them out of my way, get them out of my hair. Don't do that. Those educated me in many ways. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. If you go to the same Lowe's all the time, or even Home Depot, um, you'll find out the people that work there, and I use guys as a general term. The people that work there, you'll find out the knowledgeable ones and the not so knowledgeable ones. You redid the kitchen sink drain. Those can be fun sometimes, getting them right so that they don't. Yeah, you gotta mess around with them, get them right so um, they don't drip. Shalom, Grandpa. You're so old. What are you doing here? Oh my gosh, I'm so offended. I know I'm old. I'm 65. And what I'm doing here is I'm chatting with friendly people, enjoying conversation with people, and having fun just chatting with people. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm a lonely old man, and I have to come here to entertain myself. Met great people who work there. Yeah. Carpentry is what I went to school for. Did sewer and water for 26 years. Okay. Okay. Raz is here. Good morning, Raz. Sally, what are you doing here? Yeah. Just popping in to give an old guy some little bit of trouble. I don't care. Don't care at all. Raz. You moved in there with metal pipes. Yeah. T. Marie says hi. Raz is saying hi to Joe. Lester's saying hello to Raz. You like the hoodie, the color of Cash? Cash is orange. Cypher Solutions. Cash is green, isn't it? Orange and black. Oh, Bitcoin. Hello, Bren. Wow, good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. Fantastic to see you. Thank you very much for coming along. Shalom, thank you for that. You didn't disrespect me. I know how old I am. I mean, no problem at all. Um, and you got your answer why I'm here. God give you health. He has so far. I've been blessed to have be very healthy throughout my entire life so far. So I appreciate that. God bless you for coming. Um, I do appreciate it. Make sure you give me a thumbs up. Double tap that screen for me. Looks like I got about 13 likes this morning so far. We're going to keep going. It's been an hour I've been here so far. Got some new people or some people joining in that haven't been here in a while, so I just cannot get off the live. Um, how is everybody doing? Bren, Raz, Joe, and Lester have been here for a little while. Let's see, Ed, what are you up to this weekend? Anything good? Shalom. Tell me about yourself. Where are you from? Cypher Solutions, orange and black. Cincinnati Bengals colors, buddy. Ferdinand, what's up, dude? Just a old guy sitting chatting with people. I go for a walk every morning at about 7:15 Eastern time. Take a 2 mile walk, stream while I'm doing it, and enjoy myself. Chat with everybody in the live stream. So that's what's up. Welcome in. I appreciate you being here, Ferdinand. T-Pains. I think I might have just moved maybe you removed your message. North Miami Beach, Florida. Okay, I'm north of you. I'm in Georgia. So, what's the weather like down in Florida today? Esther got my pug fixed yesterday. Bren, it's a reunion. We're all here. Paints. I'm gonna call you Alan. Okay. Alan, you're at work. It's actually me, RJ. Okay. Fishing yesterday, chilling today. Gonna be hot and humid. All right. Sunrise reunion. Absolutely. I miss everyone. Lester was at a pug social yesterday. Yeah, the sun's starting to come through the trees and bushes. Pretty soon it will be shining directly in my eyes, and I'll probably have to move. And now that I've looked directly at it, it's hard to see my screen. Went to a pug social yesterday and hung around pugs all day, volunteering, Raz. Ferdinand wants to know what I'm doing. Not sure what I'm going to do today. Just, the only plans I had today was to do this live stream so far. I'll probably try and get busy doing something. All right, Lester, you need to get one. I was born in Israel, moved to Europe, living in Poland more than 16 years. I came here as a student. Okay. Cool. Pug social. That's great. You married and have kids? Well, God bless your family. Brian agrees. Lester needs a pug. "33 days today, Dave. So proud of you, buddy. Thank you very much. Yeah, 33 days. Walking 2 miles a day. At least that's what's on the trail. So if you just count the actual trail, I've walked 66 miles in the 33 days. So Charlie Kirk is a hollow point in history. I'm not sure how to take that. I'm going to leave that sit there for a minute. But if I was ready, I could have adopted one named Roscoe. Was walking him all day. Hey, what else were you doing there? Tell Brian and Raz what else you were doing there, Lester. Your aunt was in Dubai in 2017, and he said it was nice. I've heard that Dubai is very nice, yes. Never been there and never known anybody that's actually been there, so. Ding, 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 ding. Winner, winner, chicken dinner, Bren. Checking out girls in bikinis. Dave, was you drinking, by the way? I was drinking some coffee. Oh, what am I drinking? Yeah, I was drinking some coffee. Life's blood. We did see at the beginning of early in the walk, I did see some deer this morning up in a yard along the walk. Two little or smaller deer, and then a bigger mature deer was kind of hiding off in the trees. I don't know if it showed up on the video or not. I saw it, but not sure if I got it on the video. Yeah, we did get to see some deer this morning. They weren't close enough, even if I would have had apples, I don't think I would have been able to throw them that far. So they were 2 yards away. So I have been getting deer in my backyard. Lester, you need a girlfriend. I think that's what he's trying for. I'll watch the replay. You love deer. Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple smaller. I don't know if they still would qualify or classify as a fawn, but a couple of smaller deer, and then adult was like hiding behind a tree, kind of watching over them and protecting them. I'm guessing it's within the first 5 minutes or so. I love venison. Is that what they're called? Yearlings? Okay. Yeah, I got some pictures on my phone. Maybe I'll post them sometime in one of my videos. I had a fawn, and I went down to my basement to get him on video, so I wouldn't scare him. But you can see I guess it would help if I actually pointed toward my house. You can see the windows down there. That's my basement down there, and I was actually on the other side of the house, back in the back. But the windows are basically the same level from the ground back there, and that fawn didn't even come up to the window all the way. He was standing real close to the window, and I had to kind of hold my phone up to be able to get a good shot of him. But he still had the white dots on him, so pretty tiny. I like venison as well. A friend of mine gave me a couple pounds of venison jerky one time, and it was great. He had, I don't know, about 3 or 4 different flavors that he used, and or that he made. I don't know if I got them all or not, but yeah, it was really, really good. Lester, I'm out of sugar. Can you bring me a cup of sugar? I know you got some. I don't have any at all. He makes good jerky. Okay. Sugar in the coffee? Yes. Yes. Definitely sugar in my coffee. Guess I'll just put some extra cream in it. You have to run to the store on the way here? Okay. Well, hurry up. I'll put another pot of coffee on when you get here, Lester. And of course, I knew Joe was going to come in there with coming there with some lyrics. No sugar tonight in my coffee. That's how it goes. No sugar tonight in my coffee. No sugar in my tea. Mr. G, hello. Honey is good in coffee. I don't have any honey either. You just got creamer in your fridge. Yeah, I think maybe I ought to buy some of that sweetened creamer. Used to not like any kind of sweetened or flavored creamer, and a friend of mine had some of that sweetened creamer, and it's actually not too bad. He didn't have any sugar. That's all he had was that, and it's actually not too bad. Probably better for me than actually putting sugar in it. I guess I could just put my finger in and stir it. That would help make it a little bit sweeter. Get maple syrup. Yeah. Spoonful of sugar and a swig of French vanilla for my coffee. He had flour in his cake. I'm guessing what you're saying is you like it real sweet, huh? Old Glory. That was good. Yeah. You'll stir with my finger, it probably would make it a little bit sweeter. Oh, that coffee sounds delicious. Yeah, yeah, it does. Yes, I do. Okay. Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm the same way. I two big heaping teaspoons of sugar in a cup of coffee and a heaping teaspoon of I use the non-dairy creamer most of the time, or pretty much all the time. And yeah, big old heaping teaspoon of that in a regular cup of coffee. If I'm taking my travel cup with me, it's 4 sugars and 2 creams. Wish you had discipline. Yeah. Looks like that's Muhammad just joined us. Welcome in, Muhammad. Good to see you. How are you, sir? Just coffee for you. You just drink your coffee black? Going to be posting some photos from the Pug Social. Brandon Raz. You're good, Muhammad? I am as well. Thank you very much for asking. If I'm out of toilet paper, I'll use paper towels. If I run out of coffee and my truck's tore up, I'll walk the 11 and a half miles to town for it. Coffee is a necessity. Yeah, I agree, Old Glory. I agree. Yeah, I could be just about out of everything else, and but if I'm out of coffee, I definitely got to go to the store. And sadly for me, if I'm out of cigarettes, I got to go to the store too. Like Life of Ducky and Petrie, Mr. Hustle. Wow, I've gotten promoted. Oliver, I like that. Yeah, I think got some autocorrect on there. Old Glory. I tried DD. What's DD coffee? It was okay. Life of Ducky and Petrie. Welcome in. I appreciate you stopping by my live stream. Normally, well, every day I go for a walk. And, oh, Dunkin' Donuts. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, normally every day I take a walk. I walk 2 miles in the morning along a walking trail that's right behind my house, and go live during that, and just chat with people. I've been back now from my walk for about a half an hour, and the chat has been going pretty good. So I just keep live streaming if it's going well. But I definitely welcome you in. Definitely double tap that screen for me. Look at some of the content I have. I have a bunch of different videos up. Mostly lately, all I've been doing is a live stream, but I do have some other stuff. So, caught and rescued a hummingbird this morning. Oh, wow. That's cool, Glory. Very welcome, and thank you for allowing me to be here. I watch you walk sometimes, but haven't had the balls to talk. Yes, I am a girl. All right. Hey, just jump in here anytime. Anytime at all. I don't care who comes by, just as long as you're friendly. No problem at all. That's basically what I'm trying to do here is build a community of people. Um, just kind of chit chat and talk about nonsensical things mainly, but also just with my walks, it's inspirational to me or to get me going, motivational, I guess, and there's hopefully maybe along the way I can inspire someone else to not necessarily go for a walk, but just get out and do something. So definitely appreciated. Dooney says us old guys really need that walk in the morning. Yeah, that's why I went silent for a while there. Oh, you made a short out of it? Okay, cool. I have to check that out. Mainly Off Grid is here this morning. Welcome in, sir. Good to see you today. Yeah, Ed changed his name. I had to ask if it was him. Had a few people stop in this morning. It's been fun talking. I've been back from my walk now for a little over a half hour. Conversation's been going strong, so. Dooney says you'd be interested in knowing what I did before I retired. I have done lots of different things. The last job I had, I was a kitchen and bath designer. Worked for Lowe's for about 10 years, worked in contractor sales for a while. And then at the end, I switched over to kitchen and bath design and did that. Left Lowe's, went to a little small lumber yard, and then basically got stressed out doing that. So if that answers your question, Dooney, I like to call myself somewhat of a carpenter, an amateur carpenter, I guess. I've fixed up probably a dozen houses. Some of them to resell. I got a rental property. Own a house in Georgia right now that I've been working on for a while. So trying to finish it up, get it ready to sell, move back up to Ohio so I can be close to my mother. You can change your name 2 times per 14 days, really? Well, Glory, I thought about changing my name to I Am Charlie Kirk. Old Glory. But YouTube sometimes makes it hard to change your name back. Mainly says hit that like button. Absolutely. Double tap that screen to like the video, like the live stream. If you don't like it, go ahead, punch me in the nose 2 times. Let me know that you don't like it. Shalom. Sunday I went to the church with family, prayed with family. I feel good. I feel blessed. I just prayed for my country and also peace for the world. Well, good. Shalom. Thank you very much. I like building stuff with wood. I'm not a carpenter, but I can build some nice stuff. I built my chicken tractor from a thought. Yeah. That's kind of cool. The room I'm standing in, sorry about that. The room I'm standing in basically was pretty much an empty room. I built this wall here, closed off a bedroom. Tore out an existing kitchen in here, put in a couple more cabinets. This countertop. This countertop here is cut up 2x4s that I ripped out of this house when I was remodeling it. And yeah, I just glued a bunch of them together. Originally I had the full countertop all the way down in like the L shape there. I had counter all the way, I had a counter made for all that, but didn't have enough clamps to keep it all together, and it ended up breaking apart, so I just cut it off right there at the end. And I needed a place to put a stove anyway, so eventually. But yeah, this is like an addition to the house. That goes into the main house, and then this goes out to like a carport. So yeah, this place was a mess when I bought it. This whole ceiling in here was gone. Roof leaked, water coming in everywhere. So Dooney says I've done a few flips in my time as well. Generally worked out pretty well. Helped with retirement. Yeah, absolutely. Awesome, Dave. That is cool, Dave. Great job. That's a great idea. Yeah, I reused as much material as I could, and basically just ripped down 2x4s, glued them all together, made the countertop out of it. So, like I said, I wish I could have gone all the way around the corner. I still have a piece of it down in the basement. I don't know what kind of shape it's in anymore because the basement's pretty damp, but probably I'll just go ahead and put a piece right there and still leave room for a stove there, but just make an L-shaped piece right there. Put some cabinets underneath there for some storage. But yeah, this would be like a small efficiency apartment. That room there, and that's my bedroom. I'm not gonna, well, I can go in there. Yeah. This room was, this was all open. There were like 4 pillars, just like that one. There were like 4 of those going down there, and I basically just built a wall around the pillars and closed off that room, and then built that wall there. So yeah, I just put urethane on that countertop, and then this is the main portion of the house. This is like a family room. Basically, the only thing I did in here is I had some carpenter ant damage on some of this paneling. I did have basically rebuilt that closet there because of insect damage. But basically just painted, it was the old pine wood paneling, and basically just painted all that, put a new door in. This is my living room. And as you can see, still a work in progress. This ceiling did not exist. There was no ceiling at all there. And put that in. That wall there, sorry, that's my YouTube studio set up there. Yeah, that's my YouTube studio when I do sit down videos. Put my camera up on there, sit there on that bench. Did a great job, Mr. Hustle. Thank you, thank you. Life of Ducky. That paneling is unique. Yeah, it's like groove paneling. It's in here as well. But yeah, I built this wall here. First off, there's a staircase on the other side of that going down the basement. And it was real narrow, and I pushed the whole wall out. I didn't tear down the wall. I cut it off at the sill, and I cut it off at the ceiling, and I pushed it out. I think it was like 18 inches. I pushed it out this way and made that staircase wider and rebuilt the staircase. But there used to be a doorway there and just a single doorway, like a regular. So I did away with that door, widened that open, and built that right there. That used to be a solid wall there, and that's the center of the house. So I had to keep that. That's load-bearing walls. I had to keep that. But yeah, these are actually the original 2x4s that are up the roof. And basically, I just put the partitions in there to build that. So it turned out very nice. The style of the house is what's it called? Mid-century modern. And so basically tried to stick with that theme. Put a whole new kitchen in. Off-the-shelf cabinets from Lowe's. Oh, sitting area for a small table. I did build this countertop. That's a laminate countertop, and I actually built that. That's well, it's that piece, but that's all one piece right there. All this right here is one piece. That was a nightmare. I've never done a countertop before, or a laminate countertop. So that was a challenge. It's got some flaws in it. You can see a seam right there. But see, I know where all the flaws are, so I can point them all out. Bathroom in here, completely gutted that bathroom, or this bathroom. It had a 4.5-foot tub. I put a 5-foot tub in. Put the ceramic tile in. All that's brand new. I mean, that was all down to the studs. Bedroom back here. And another bedroom here as well. So, and then it has a full basement. Well, it has a basement down below it. So that's for all the new people who've never seen my house before. And a little tour of the house. Still got a few things I need to get done. All that stuff in that one room is my son's stuff. He lived with me for about a year. Got divorced, sold his house, moved in here for about a year. And of course, when he moved out, he left half his stuff here, so. Thank you all for all the comments. Almost disconnected from the live. Sorry about that, folks. Thank you all for all the comments. While I was doing it, I really wasn't looking at the comments too much. You need some reset light in your living room? Yeah. Those are pretty nice ones that I got in there. They're basically just like a cup. And they got clips on the back side of them. They're not the full can that you got to stick all the way up in there. You basically just cut a hole and they clip into place. So all your walls are paneling. That paneling is unique. Okay, yeah, I've seen all those comments. Thank you, Raz. Thank you, Raz. Yeah, I've always heard that the true test of a carpenter is whether or not he can build a staircase. And so I built a staircase in this house, so I guess I qualify as a carpenter. Never done it before, but I did build one here, so. Yeah, light switches is shorting out, I believe. Turn it off and it turns back on when I turn it off. Famita is here. Hello, Famita. Welcome in. That could just be the switch itself. That's bad, I don't know. Definitely need to check it out though and get it fixed. Famita, do me a favor and double tap that screen for me. Like my live stream. Trying to get up. There you go. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'm assuming it was you that did that. You liked it 5 times. I appreciate that. A good carpenter isn't one that doesn't make mistakes. A good carpenter is one that can fix their mistakes. I was liked before the live stream. Okay. A good carpenter is one that hide his mistakes. I'm not real good at finished carpentry. Um, you can definitely see, errors in my finished carpentry. Never been real good at the detailed stuff. I mean, I can frame a wall, I can build stuff, um, but not not to perfection. Yeah, that's another thing. That table right there that my refrigerator's sitting on, got some groceries on there and stuff. I built that table out of a single sheet of plywood. Same way, same way with that one. And then I got another one down in my basement that I built for a workbench out of this is 3/8 plywood. I got workbench that's all 3/4 inch plywood. But if you look on YouTube, there used to be anyway. I'm sure there's still videos about how you can use a single sheet of plywood to build a workbench or table. But yeah, I didn't have a table when I first moved here, so I built that, and I built two of these little benches. That's just leftover 2x12s from when I was building my steps. Should make a video like that. Yeah, I've thought about it. I've had so much trouble with the video I made of my flags. I still don't have that uploaded. Had so much trouble making that, but I've discovered some things along the way on how to shoot the video to help me to make it. I've thought about that. I've thought about doing more of my woodworking type stuff. So, I'll set you guys down for a minute. Get me some sugarless coffee. Okay. That sweet creamer. How long does that stuff last? Is it good for a couple weeks or a month or? Like that bottle, what is it? The Carnation. I don't know what brands they are, but last a couple months. Okay, I might buy a bottle of that sweetened creamer when I go to the store and buy sugar. Yours last a while. What's that, Famita? Point of view when TikTok gets banned and YouTube. Quit worrying about what's going to happen with TikTok and all that kind of stuff. Just you can't control what you can control. You can't control what TikTok or YouTube does. So just control what you can control. Let's see. Mike Jones says, beautiful trans woman. Where? What do I look for in a man? You're funny, Mike Jones. International Delight. Yeah, that's one of the brands. That's one of the brands. I think Carnation is one of the other brands. Hey, we got ourselves up to 20 likes. Mike Jones, go in there and double tap that screen for me. Show me how much you like me. This beautiful trans woman. And if you don't like me, just punch me in the nose twice. Caramel macchiato is what I like most, what I use the most. Yeah, somebody had, thanks, Bren. Somebody had some kind of a creamer, and it was like chocolate. And I thought that I would like it. Yeah. Chocolate flavored coffee, I've discovered, is not. I love chocolate. I love chocolate, but don't put it in coffee. Leo is here. Good morning, Leo. Good to see you. We got all the gang here. We got Edward here, Brand's here, Raz is here, Joe's here, Lester is here. Everybody's here from the old gang. And some new people. Life of Ducky's been in here. Let's see, I use Coffee Mate powder, and it lasts forever, and it's stronger, so you don't need as much. It has lots of flavors. Yeah, I generally that's what I use too. Coffee Mate non-dairy creamer, and yeah, I mean, 99% of the time that's what I use. I'm just kind of talking through having some liquid creamer on hand as a backup, I guess. The sweet stuff, just in case I run out of sugar. Hey, put in an order as you see it. What did I mess up the order? Joe's number one, of course. Of course, Joe's number one. That's what you're talking about when you all join the chat. Leo's drinking coffee right now. Good. Good. Yeah, we've had a bunch of people in here this morning. I'm up to 21 likes. That's pretty cool to me. I need to come back inside the house and charge up my phone. I have been streaming now for an hour and 44 minutes, which is pretty cool as well. Timothy Hayner, welcome to the live stream. I've never seen you here before. My name's Dave. I've got a YouTube channel, Old Guy Hustle, and I live stream every day at around 7:15. I go for a 2-mile walk. Obviously, I'm done with that this morning, but the chat's been going pretty strong this morning, so I just wanted to stay on here for a while. We've been streaming for about an hour and 45 minutes now. But I welcome you, Timothy. Check out my channel. There's a bunch of different videos on my channel. Different stuff I'm doing. I'm a 65-year-old guy living alone, trying to live the best life I have left. So, and a lot of stuff on my channel that's related to that. The motto of my channel is to get busy living instead of getting busy dying. So that's what I'm trying to do. I've developed some friendships here online through my live streams and other people's live streams as well. And they come in and out of my lives, talk with me. So it's definitely good to have friends to talk to. So you're welcome in anytime, Timothy. Like I said, I stream every day at around 7:15. It's just dependent upon the daylight right now. Had to plug my phone in. I was down to 15%. Got the warning. I think it's charging. Oh shoot, now I'm down 10%. What's the plan today? Yeah, it does use a lot of battery. I don't know, I've been streaming for almost 2 hours, and I was at 90% when I started, so I guess that's not too bad. And it's an old phone. I mean, my phone's probably 3, 4 years old. So, no, I have not seen Dave the Spider lately. Lester. As far as the plan today, has not really much of a plan. Obviously, I need to go to the store and get me some sugar. But that's about the only thing I really plan on doing. Going to monitor some football. Your son has a power pack when he live streams. Yeah, I got a power pack. I've had a few, and I do gig work. I do delivery work for delivery jobs for Walmart through an app called Spark. And after I'd been doing it, I guess 2 years, 3 years, something, they sent me like a thank you package, and they sent a power pack in the thank you package, which I thought, yeah, that's pretty cool because sometimes when it gets hot, my phone doesn't charge very well inside my Jeep, and so I thought it was pretty cool to have a power pack that I could take into the store with me and be able to, be charging my phone while I was in the store doing the shopping. And charged it up, took it out, used it one time, brought it back, tried to charge it up. It hasn't taken a charge since. It worked one time, and that was it. So I'm looking out to see if I see any deer in the backyard. No cream and sugar. You drink coffee cold? Ooh. No, thank you. I mean, I drink room temperature coffee all the time, but I don't like iced coffee. And the main reason there, I've talked about this before. The main reason there is I don't want it to be watered down. Oh, let's see. Mohammed wants me to say his name. Okay, Mohammed. Mohammed. Peachy Pie. Hello, welcome. You need to get a side hustle. Gym work doesn't make much. Peachy Pie, it's good to see you in my live stream. How is life? All right, Mohammed, I said your name. Thanks, Leo. I'm glad you like my sense of humor. Gym work hasn't made much money for me. My is selling. Crochet selling hasn't made much. Life is busy. Yeah. You like iced coffee, Bryn? Do you your crochet work? Do you have like a Etsy store or anything like that, or you just sell it locally? And what kinds of things do you crochet? There's a channel I watch. I think he's been in my live a couple of times called ACR Protects. And he has some stuff, um, caps and stuff like that that he makes. Or I'm not sure who does the crocheting for him, but does crocheting. Um, eBay hasn't made much money either. I've been training people at Planet Fitness all week, and it has been really hot outside. I sell at markets locally. Oh, okay. And I crochet plush and coasters. Okay. Okay. And are you back up in New York now, or are you still down Florida? ACR was live last night. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was watching maybe the night before last, and he was showing a hat that, and I'm not sure who makes them. I didn't catch that, but yeah, showing off a hat that I guess they sell in an Etsy store. Peachy Pie, you're in Daytona. You're in your beach house. Oh, okay. Your friend is taking care of your house in New York. Okay. Live from a kayak last night. Oh, okay. Cool. Cool. Have you ever, Peachy Pie, or I'm just gonna call you Peachy. Have you ever looked into doing like a Etsy store or anything like that? I mean, I don't know. I've seen, obviously seen the YouTube videos that, say, tell you you can become a millionaire selling on Etsy, but you know how those are. Um, I don't know if you've ever tried that or not. You don't know about the shipping? Okay. Yeah, not sure. I'm not sure how it works on Etsy as far as the shipping goes. Um, Probably very similar. I mean, I used to sell on eBay and Amazon, and it's probably very similar on that. I mean, you can on eBay when you sell something, it automatically generates the order, and you can print all your shipping labels and everything direct from the eBay app. So check out, if you're interested in doing it, check it. I'm sure there's videos out there about all that, and how to go through the whole process. So been getting cooler down there for you, or Leo. Yesterday you had 6, 7 subs. Way to go, Famita. I still don't understand that whole 6, 7 thing. Okay. PG, yeah. You've tried it on eBay. Confused, it won't let me sign in. If you set up a Etsy store. Okay, cool. Got 10 people in here right now. That's pretty cool. 21 likes. I think the most likes I've ever had on a live stream is 23. So let's see if we can hit 25 likes. Yes, Joe, the temperature in the mornings has been nice. It's not as hot. Yeah. You're down Florida too, right, Leo? Or you can get a thing on the phone with the post office prints your labels for you. Yeah. Yeah, you can actually, yeah, do shipping through the post on your phone. Not even through eBay. I wonder how to make money from YouTube. I do too. I do not make any money yet. Um, to be to be monetized through YouTube, you have to have 1,000 subscribers, and this is just like for long form content. There's another parameters for if you just do short form content or the shorts, but just long form content, you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, and then you get paid when YouTube runs ads on your videos. You get paid per 1,000 views, a certain amount. So, but that's how you get paid from YouTube, or it's actually Google owns YouTube. But there's other things you could do if you posted videos about you making or doing the crocheting. You could link your an Etsy store or something like that in your profile on YouTube and sell your products. Have a link to your Etsy store or eBay store or whatever you might be selling, whatever platform you're selling on. You can have a link to that on your YouTube channel, so people that are watching your YouTube channel can say, "Oh, okay, I can go over here and buy that, whatever you're making." So, Amelia, you might do a premiere on Friday next week, okay? Lester says it's 62.6 degrees there. Peachy Pie. Peachy, oh man, I only have 300. I don't make videos since I don't have time. Yeah. Yeah, you got more subscribers than I got. I'm still under 250, so I'm working toward it. The live streams definitely help. The longer live streams. I mean, I'm sitting at almost 2 hours right now. Definitely helps. I lately that's all I've been doing is live streams. I need to put some regular content out. But the live streams I've been getting, a couple, maybe 5 or 6 new subscribers on the live streams, and plus it helps to build up the watch hours. I think that over time I'll definitely get to my 1,000 subscribers. I don't think that's going to be a problem at all. It just takes a lot of time. I mean, 4,000 hours of watch time is a lot of watch time. So. Yeah, it doesn't take very many, and actually, yeah, if you're putting content out of you doing the crocheting, you'll probably draw in more people to watch, and then yeah, have that link to your products and sell your stuff online. I would imagine you said you were doing what was it, pot holders and stuff like that. Um, Sorry, short-term memory. Uh, anyway, yeah, I think you said that you do pot holders and stuff like that. Um, that probably, I mean, that's not going to cost much at all to ship to the post office. Um, Anything under, it's been a while since I've done any shipping through the post office, but anything under a pound, you can ship in one of those little cardboard, envelope things, and you can do it as a set rate, and it's not very expensive. It's like three, $4, $5 maybe. I don't know. It's gone. I'm sure it's gone up. Don't quote me on that price, but you can figure it out. It's not hard. Life of Ducky. I'm excited to hit 200 subs soon. You're at like 195. Do me a favor, Life of Ducky. Go on my channel and watch one of my videos, and just you don't even have to watch the whole thing. Just I'd appreciate it if you watch the whole thing, but just watch one of my videos and comment on it. That way I will have your channel name, and comment on my video, give me a subscription if you haven't already, and I'll be able to subscribe to your channel as well. Hopefully we'll get you up over that 200. Anybody else that's watching, check out Life of Ducky. See what you think of Life of Ducky's channel. Quit calling me Mr. Hustle. Just call me old guy or call me Dave. Thanks, Mr. I kind of like it. It's funny. Yeah, I don't know about watch time. I might make another channel along with my current one so I can try to find a way to have a side hustle. Mr. Hustle. Makes me sound so formal. Dave is never late for supper. Yeah, you can call me anything at all. Just don't call me late for supper. All right, Famita. What have you been told about promo and your videos on someone else's channel? Hmm. I don't mind pushing out other channels. I mean, anybody, if Famita's got a channel too, you can go check out Famita's channel too. I don't mind pushing out other channels. That's fine. So, like them eyes, Raz. That's coming from Mr. Hustle. I think you get the message, Famita. We will support you. Absolutely. Raz, are you cooking anything good today? Lester's running out of creamer. Uh-oh. Time to go to the store, Lester. Don't know. I've seen Mr. McGill on there. It doesn't look like anything that would really interest me, so I've seen that. I've seen that on YouTube, but yeah, not really interested. Oh man, Raz, that sounds so good. That does definitely sound good. Regular chili sounds good too. It's still warm enough though that I'm not really in a big soup and chili mood. It has to be chili for me. It has to be cooler for me to eat chili and soup. That's the channel of a boy making videos. Okay. It is so good. You need green chilies though. It's cold up there. Yeah, it's cool in the morning here, but it's mid 80s. Gets up in the mid 80s during the day. Yeah, I'll be sweatshirt off real soon. Actually, next week it's supposed to be in the low 90s again. So during the day, gets down upper 50s, lower 60s. So I'm just going to call you Trop. Let's see. I sell 55-gallon drums my employer throws out. I made 140K in last year. Doing that on top of my 80K from my regular job. I also scrap metal at the local landfill. Just have to do safety training for insurance. That's pretty cool. There's all kinds of side hustles out there, all kinds of different ways of making money. I mean, you can go on YouTube. You can go on YouTube right now and just type in "making money" in the search bar, and you're gonna get 150 million different videos on how to do it. Find something that interests you, learn how to do it, and go do it. The day of the 9 to 5 and going to a job is just about over, I think. Got a fancy air fryer given to me yesterday. Oh wow, cool. Cool. I've seen some recipes for like air fryer stuff. And it looks like some pretty cool and easy way to make stuff. So yeah, cook marshmallows in it. Imagine if Drake came to your school and I made that video and there was 18 comments. Okay. 75 degrees Fahrenheit and it feels good. Yes. Nights, hello. Good morning to you. I hope you're having a good one as well. I had 1,000 views. Yeah, that first video you put out and you get a bunch of views on it makes you feel pretty good. My very first video I ever posted was that short of the deer in my backyard, and I got 1,500 views on it. At that point, I thought, oh my God, I'm gonna be a YouTube sensation. I'll be a YouTube star in 2 weeks. 49 degrees there. Wow. Your first short on your gun page got 10K. The others had 300. Yeah. And I read a book about spiders. I'd rather not. Yeah, I'm the same way. I've got some videos. Well, I've got that silly video of the spider, and I've got 25,000 views on it. Um, but and then I got videos that I thought were actually going to do pretty good, and yeah, 300, 400 views. So, spider book or princess book? No. That doesn't really sound very interesting to me. That is pretty cold, Bren. 49 degrees is cold. Yeah, see, I'm still in sweatshirt and shorts weather. It's cool enough that you need a sweatshirt just to stay a little bit warm. But it gets warm enough that you definitely still need to wear shorts. I don't want to wear jeans yet. I worked with this woman at Lowe's, and she used to criticize people for wearing sweatshirts, sweatshirts and shorts. The post on my other app, I got to 1,000 views on it. Yeah, I agree, guys, but that's Colorado for you. Yeah, it is. It is. I haven't looked at what the um, I haven't looked at what the weather's like has been like up in Ohio recently. I used to look all the time just to compare. Life of Ducky, you're in Indiana, okay. When it gets colder here in Indiana, I run back to Florida every year. Snowbird, huh? That's what I want to do. The uh, the picture on my thumbnail for this video, and I used it for a while on a lot of my live streams of the Jeep and the camper. My dream to build that camper, buy a Jeep like that, build that camper, and I want to drive up north in the summer drive down south in the winter. Probably get out on the road for like 3 months out of the year. Go home for 3 months to Ohio. Head back out in the winter for 3 months. Go back home for 3 months. Need to find a snowbird place still. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Be safe, and I'll talk to you guys later. I got to get going. All right, Leo, thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. We've been in the 40s here in the mornings. Yeah, that's Vermont. Yeah. It is nice to avoid the cold. You have a good day, Leo. Soulburn. Hello, man. I can't stop. Oh, gosh, that's so nice. You're a lovely person, Soulburn. Adam Everett, hello. Yeah, I agree. Soulburn, a little bit too much information. Nice, nice beard. Thank you. Thank you. I used to have full beard. I hadn't shaved in almost a week, so I finally shaved last night and all this. Used to have a regular beard. Started growing this about 2 months ago. Um, just for a change of pace and also the style. I don't know what you call this, but my brother wore his mustache like that. He died about, my goodness, I don't even know, 12, 15 years ago. So, a French mustache. Okay. Yeah, he had a little soul patch. He hadn't shaved in a few months. Yeah, I don't like shaving, so. I can't, my beard just doesn't grow in very good. Um, and it just looks real ratty. So I don't like to grow my beard long. So when I do have a beard, I keep it trimmed pretty much. My mustache never gets this long. It definitely wouldn't get that long. But yeah, when I have a beard, I actually keep it trimmed fairly close. So ski country, you go tubing, Brand. I went snow skiing once in my life. Long, long time ago in Colorado. Chill guy, hey, how you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. We've been live now for 2 hours and 15 minutes. Adam wants to know if you can tell a joke. Keep it clean. Tubing is pretty fun. There's a place called Moonshine Mountain we went to once with my partner's family. Okay, that's cool. We got a lot of skiing here in Vermont too. Yes, you do. Record yourself fishing with weird baits. Use a spoon with a hook on it and try catching a fish, or use a rock, Hot Wheels, fidget spinner. Okay, there's some video ideas. What do you call a big pile of cats in a, I'm guessing that's supposed to be mountain? A big pile of cats, you call it a meowton. Okay, I get it. Tubing is awesome. Awesome. Snowmobiling is fun too. Yeah, I worked at a place. You got about two or three ski mountains near you. I worked at a place long time ago in Ohio. I'm what 18, 19 years old, and we got a great big, huge snowstorm. Basically shut down the city. And one of the guys I worked with, it was a car dealership, and the service was a parts manager, and the service manager was um, he brought snowmobiles with him. He had two snowmobiles, so we rode them over to this golf course and went snowmobiling. It's the only time I've ever been snowmobiling. Went snowmobiling on a golf course. That was a blast. That was a blast. The bunkers, the sand traps and stuff. Yeah, you hit those in the on a snowmobile. Yeah, you definitely go airborne for a while. You need a shower. All right, Joe guy, thanks for coming by. Yeah, I'm still going mainly. Can't stop this old guy. No, the chat's been. You're 13 years old. Well, welcome in, Adam. I appreciate you being here. Yeah, the chat's been going pretty good. Everybody's been talking a lot, and I think you know me well enough that I can talk about anything. And typical old man, I can just talk and talk and talk, tell you all kinds of stories. Haven't been snowmobiling for years. I had an antique one when I was younger. Yeah, I mean that's the only time I've ever been snowmobiling. Like I said, I was like 18, maybe 18 or 19 years old. Yes, my name is Dave. Not even old, sir. My grandpa's sister is in her. Your grandpa's sister is in her 90s. Okay, I'm 65, so my mom is still alive, and she is 91. Yeah, she'll be 92 in January. So that's my goal here is get this house up for sale and move back up so I can be close to my mom for the rest of her life. So she's still doing well physically, but mentally, her memory's definitely going. I talk to her on the phone, and she'll tell me the same in a 30-minute conversation. She'll tell me the same story or tell me the same thing, talk about the same subject, four different times in a 30-minute conversation. So, well, what can you expect being 91 years old? I agree with you. I'm not. I'm not old. You're only as old as you feel. That's the motto of my channel is to get busy living, and it's from the movie. I don't know if some of you may have never heard me say this, but I'll go ahead and repeat myself. The movie Shawshank Redemption, and he talks about we got a choice. We can either get busy living or get busy dying. And for the last couple of years, I had been basically waiting to die, just thinking to myself, I'm 65. I'm not going to be around a whole lot longer, and just kind of sitting around doing nothing. And basically changed my attitude to the get busy living, and started doing stuff to just make myself a little bit happier in my life. The morning walks I take definitely help. The projects around the house definitely help. So how do I already have gray hair in my 60s? Oh my gosh. I've had gray hair since I was in my 30s. It's been totally white for quite some time now, probably since I was like I don't know. There was more darkness on the sides when I was in my around 50, but yeah, it's been pretty much completely gray since I've been in my 50s. You can still in my mustache. I don't know why that does that. Maybe I ought to get some dye and just make my mustache as white as my. Nah. Am I afraid of death? No. No. Yeah, gray hair and you're 49. Yeah, my cousin, um, he was he was the same age as I am. Um, he had gray hair in high school. His temples his temples were starting to turn gray when we were in high school, like 16 years old. Um, pretty gray. 60 really isn't old though. You're right. Knights, I definitely sorry to hear that. Thank you for that. That generally sucks, but it's amazing that she's still around. My grandma started losing her mind when she was around 2011. Yeah. Yeah, salt and pepper, I had that probably up in about 50. Uh, 85 is getting old. Yeah, the even at 85, my mom still, she still drove up until about a year ago. Every day she would be out driving. She went to At 85, I know she was still going. She belonged to a quilting club, a sewing club. She went to church um, every week. Was constantly out at the stores. Um, I think I've mentioned my mom is a hoarder, and she would go to Michael's and buy more fabric, more craft supplies, and stuff like that constantly. But yeah, even at 85, she still was active in those kinds of things. And there was some sort of organization. I'm not sure what it was. Something. It was people that she from the school the high school that she went to, and she ended up being the only surviving member from her class. And so yeah, basically, no need to have meetings anymore. So Adam. If you really think about it, you say you haven't got long left, but your mom is 91, and that's a lot of average. So you have your mom's genes, and you will live another 30 plus years. Um, yeah, the difference there, Adam, is that, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that. My dad lived to be, he was 80 when he died, but he had dementia for the last probably 10 years. So, the difference between my mother and father's genes and mine is that neither one of them smoked, and I have been a smoker for over 50 years, and I still smoke. So, I got girls that think I'm in my 30s. Yeah. Roman, hello. Nights. No need for meetings anymore. Well, it's true. It was it was like from her high school class, and she was the only one that was still alive. So yeah, there's no need to have meetings anymore. You have them in your head. My friend was 98 when he drove up to his death. Why don't I stop smoking? Yeah, that's a good question. Question I don't have an answer for. To be honest with you, I enjoy smoking too much, I guess. So okay. So I did have an answer for it. It's just not a good answer. It's a stupid answer actually. But anyway, Adam, you said you were. I think you said you were like 13. Yeah, don't start smoking if you haven't already. Don't start. Don't vape. Don't do any of that stuff. Good. 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 Good for you. I wish I never would have started. Back in the 70s, um, it was a cool thing to do. I mean, everybody knew it was bad for you then. They didn't promote how bad it was for you back then, but everybody knew that it was bad for you then. But it was a cool thing to do. All my friends smoked. Neither one of my parents smoked. My dad smoked. I think he said he took drags off of 2 cigars in his life, and as far as I know, my mom has never smoked a cigarette, so at all. So I have cut down on smoking, though. Yes, I have. I haven't smoked a cigarette in over 2.5 hours right now because I don't smoke while I'm doing my live stream. So it's hard to quit. I had to quit cold turkey 13 years ago. Yep. Got my coffee concentrate. It is strong. Oh. Yeah, don't do that. I was doing it at 11. It's not cool. Yeah. Life of Ducky. I only smoke weed before bed. No cigarettes. All right. I smoke the other stuff, but not much. I do not have a problem with that whatsoever. I never thought, even in my teen years when I did smoke the other stuff, I never thought that stuff was necessarily bad for you. I mean, it's not like cigarettes. You're not smoking constantly like you do with cigarettes, a pack a day or 20 or 30 or 40 cigarettes a day. Obviously, I mean, probably not good for your health, just inhale and smoke, but never have had a problem with that. I just quit doing it. Didn't enjoy it anymore. In my adult year, I quit probably around 19 or 20 years old, smoking marijuana. And in my adult years, I probably smoked marijuana maybe that many times. And don't miss it. Don't desire it. It's cool, but the stuff they got nowadays. I mean, I smoked. Gosh, it's probably been 10 or 15 years ago, but I smoked some stuff, and I like 2 hits off of it, and I mean, I was gone, absolutely gone, and that's just not the way it was when I was younger. I used to smoke. I don't anymore. I still got all my glass though. Okay. I still smoke, but not smoke, if that makes any sense. Okay. I got my grandfather's and father's tobacco pipe collection. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, in my teen years, I used to collect glass pipes. Some of the great big ones. Yeah, they stood up off your counter about that high. Put a little bit of water in the bottom of them, and yeah. I'm a child of the 70s. I mean, I grew up in the 70s. So I was born in 1960. So you do the math. I was 15 years old in 75. Um, so yeah, you do the math. Xavier, to what's good, homie? How's life treating you? Life is treating me very well. I have been live for 2.5 hours today. That is probably a record. I got 24 likes on my live stream. That is a record. So life is treating me well. I've been enjoying the conversation with a lot of good friends on here. Been making new friends, just like you. Life of Ducky, I let my dad try it, and he said the same thing. It's not what we used to smoke. Then he went to bed. Oh yeah, you tried. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was, but yeah, it was definitely a lot more potent than the stuff that they used to have in the 70s. Definitely a lot more potent than that. I've done other drugs, illegal drugs as well, but never heavily, and haven't done the real heavy stuff. Like I lost a friend in high school. Well, it was after high school, but he was a friend of mine in high school. About a year after we both left high school, yeah, he OD'd, shooting up. That's one thing I definitely never did. So, real dog, congratulations. I hope you get 1,000, brother. Yeah, I hope so too. Yes, I used to have bongs. I had a girlfriend when I was 15, I think. She was 14, and it was her birthday, and that's what I gave her for her birthday was a pipe. So, who hasn't is the better question. Now, there's a lot of people that haven't, but I've met a lot of people who've never smoked marijuana, and it just kind of, in my age, and it just kind of surprised me. But, to each his own. I guess it depends on, the environment you're in, how you grew up, where you grew up, stuff like that. Um, I mean, I've been hunting maybe twice in my life. And because my dad never went hunting, and so it just wasn't something I was raised around. So it just all depends. There's people that get into cars and are big time motorheads and just love cars because that's what they were raised around. So your guardian gave you your first pipe. We have officially hit 25 likes. I love it. I love it. 2.5 hours of live streaming. Sure, I've got a lot of views on here. I do appreciate everybody hanging out with me today, and carrying the conversation on. It has definitely been fun. We've talked about we talked about all kinds of stuff. Deserve 250. Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. We have talked about all kinds of stuff. I think that I know I've done. I think the longest live stream I did before was like right around 2 hours, and I think that it actually drew more people in the next day, through the algorithm. Who wants French toast for breakfast? That sounds good. I didn't start until a couple of years ago. I was afraid to try it. Oh, okay. French toast, absolutely. I'm on my way, Raz. Sounds good. I've been eating oatmeal. Raz, you tease. I'll be there in 10 minutes, Raz. I've been eating oatmeal every day. Uh, Oatmeal is pretty good for you, I think. So, shout out, say less. I got 5 minutes. Shootout. Breakfast is almost ready. That sounds pretty good. Some French toast. Shootout. What? What? What are you talking about? You got Texas toast? Oh, cool. You're eating oatmeal and she says French toast? Yeah, I know. I know. Oh, warm strawberry syrup with whipped cream on Texas French toast. Had breakfast for dinner the other night. Yeah, I used to do that all the time. I used to do that all the time. Bacon and eggs and sausage and toast for breakfast. Hash browns. Cracker Barrel, hash brown casserole. Still haven't gone to get that. Don't get me started, Bren. My grandpa's sister, I was mentioning, makes this amazing jam from her strawberries. Oh, cool. Are you using Vermont maple syrup on it, Raz? Lester has to know. Of course she is, Lester. Lester pushes his Vermont maple syrup, but then he tells me he eats California peaches when I'm in Georgia. Should head back over to Vermont. Huh. I've been pretty good about. I'm sure you guys just heard the alert came across my phone. I've been pretty good about turning my alerts off, but I turn them off, and there's a feature on there you can turn them off for 2 hours, because normally I don't live stream this long. So yeah. Um, anyway, no big deal. And South Carolina peach is better than both. Okay. All right, Knights. That's all they had in the store was California peaches. All right, well, we'll let that go. I keep hearing stuff outside my windows here. That's what I keep looking at. So, I think there's some birds out there. Bren creeping in. All the way from Colorado, huh? If you said it was Lester, I might believe you. Creeping into my house. Lester likes to, he comes in at the beginning of my live stream and then he just sits there and doesn't say anything, and then about midway through he'll pop in with a boo. Vermont is so gorgeous in the fall. Your birds in your attic all the time? I had a house, old house. It was built in the 1880s. It was in like close to a downtown area, and it had a great big huge attic. And I knew I'd get bats in the house all the time. But yeah, I went up in the attic one time. And there was like stained glass windows in either end of the like gable ends, and one of them had fallen in. So I had to rebuild the stained glass window. And I went up there to put it back in after I rebuilt it. And up in the very peak of the attic, and it was, I mean, it's probably 10 to 12 feet up. There was probably a half a dozen bats up there just hanging out. I don't like bats. Do not like bats at all. Yeah, but the parks are probably already shut down in Vermont. New Hampshire, Maine, and Vermont. Those are states I've never been to either, Bren. The New England states. I've been as far east and north as New York, upstate New York, but never been beyond that. So I got to hit all those states. Hopefully next summer I'll be doing that. Early next summer, maybe, with my camper. Farthest north you've been is Tennessee. Oh wow. And Knights, I did a map online where you can check off all the states that you've been to. I've been to 34 of the 50 states. The basically from Kansas on down, all the way across from one side of the country to the other. I've been to. So the whole southern part of the United States I've been to. I have not been to the New England states. I also have not been to like the north central. I guess northwest. I've been to um, Washington. I've been to California, but I've never been to Oregon. So been 26 just this year alone. Wow. Raz tour guide. Yeah. Yeah. So my goal is to, if you've seen on my thumbnail for this live and some of my other lives, the Jeep and the teardrop camper. My goal is to get that camper or get a Jeep like that and build a camper like that, and try to get the other 16 states. Well, 15 of the 16 states I have not been to, because one of the states is Hawaii, and I plan on having a real nice Jeep, but it's not going to be nice enough to drive to Hawaii. So just too far. 26 states just this year. Wow. That's pretty cool. I've been I've been to Georgia, Tennessee, Kentucky, and Ohio. Just been around your same community all your life. We're very tight knit. South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia, and Tennessee. Okay. Well, I think out of those states that Raz that said she's been to 26 states, I don't think she's been to any of those states. So you got one up on her, or four up on her. Found a marshmallow Butterfinger in the store the other day. Thanks to Lester, I'll never look at marshmallows again. I don't, marshmallows, yeah. Moon pies. I like moon pies. That's marshmallows with cookies, so. Actually, they have thin mint moon pies now. They have all kinds of different flavored moon pies, but thin mint moon pies are good. Tastes just like the Girl Scout cookie. The banana moon pies. Yeah. Yeah, the banana and the chocolate moon pies are real good. That's all they used to have. Now they have all kinds of different flavors. I'm sure right now they probably got a pumpkin pie flavored moon pie out there. But yeah, I've seen thin mint flavored moon pies as well. So if you like thin mints, they're pretty good. So we've been live for 2 hours and 46 minutes now. I'm gonna go to 3 hours for my all-time record, and probably cut it off there. But unless we're still, man, I don't know. Well, we'll see what's going on at the 3 hour point. Ever stuck a chicken tender guacamole? You're hilarious, man. Hilarious. Just took your new meds. Setting records, Joe. Heck yeah. Setting records. Up to 26 likes. That's a record. I'm going to go 3 hours on the live stream. That's a record. This old guy still got it in him. Three hours without a cigarette, too. How about that? How you like them apples? We'll go, how you like them apples? You go, Dave. Just found out you have what the other day, Lester? GERD. What's that? Oh, maybe I'll be able to get 3 hours and I'll be able to get 30 likes. Is that the longest I've gone without a cigarette? Probably not the long. I mean, it's definitely a lot longer than I normally go. That's for sure. I pretty much smoke just under a pack a day. Esophagus problem with stomach acid. Okay. Oh, okay. Can you, yeah, you said something about that the other day about eating red sauces. That stinks. Pizza and spaghetti. I I'd miss that if I couldn't eat that. Also caffeine, Lester. I'll say it for you, Raz, the way you meant it. Also caffeine, Lester. Just doesn't come across in the chat the way you want it to, does it? I know what you meant, though. Marshmallows, too. That's fucked up. What's the cause? I notice my stomach hurts if the sauce is too sweet, like most restaurants here in the U.S. Still gonna eat it, can't give it up. Yeah, I'm probably the same way. I would probably see how much I could get away with. Soda, yeah, I'm sure that's not good for you either. I used to drink Sunkist orange soda long time ago, and used to drink a bunch of it. I don't know how much, but I mean, I used to drink probably 4 or 5 cans a day at work. And one day I spilt some on a white countertop and wiped it up almost immediately. And that orange stain is probably still there today, 50 years later. Um, I quit drinking that stuff after that when I saw that orange stain. I mean, it was a dark orange. It was like orange, like this sweatshirt. And yeah, I just quit eating that or drinking that. Boy with Dreams. Hello from India. Well, welcome. Welcome to my live stream. I appreciate you coming in. I am in Georgia in the United States. My name's Dave. I am the old guy that hustles. Used to not drink caffeinated stuff. Yeah, I've been drinking caffeine for a long time. Yeah, you can't just ignore it, Lester. That's for sure. Boy with Dreams, I've never seen you on here before. Welcome to my chat. All the way from India. I do appreciate you coming by. You're welcome to come by anytime. Normally I'm not live streaming at this time of day, but I do live stream every day at 7:15 Eastern time here in the U.S. And take a 2 mile walk every day and live stream while I'm walking. Normally I just get back from my walk and chat for a little bit and then end. But today the chat's been going real well Sunday morning, and everybody's wanting to hang out and talk for a while, so I don't have a problem with that. So we definitely welcome you to the chat. Let's see, I get sick to my stomach if I eat it. Yeah. Please try to change eating habits, Lester. Yes, definitely try to change your eating habits, Lester. That's what most meds do. They don't heal anyone, just prevent irritation and discomfort. I was just at Mayo with my friend who ignored his. Turns to cancer, and your stomach can envelop your organs. Okay, well, that's pretty serious stuff there. I have had coffee this morning for breakfast. So far, that's all I've had. Alex Xavier is here. Welcome. Hello. I've seen you were in here earlier, so I don't know if you left for a while and came back. I have been live streaming for a long time now. If there's anybody here that hasn't double tapped that screen yet and liked the live stream, definitely do that for me. I appreciate that. Trying to get to 30 likes. If you don't like the live stream, just punch me in the nose 2 times. Show me that you don't like it. Either way, I appreciate it. Oh, my phone's actually charging up pretty good. I was actually down to 10% and been plugged in for a little while now, and it's back up to 60%. So we were just trying this med. I don't have any refills on it. Yeah, definitely stick with it. And hoping for the best for you, Lester. Knight says the same thing. You're at 49% charge. Need 3 more likes. You might go out there and find me 3 more likes. Holler at your neighbors. Tell your neighbors to like my live stream. Shaquille, hello. How are you today? Good to see you today. Were you in here earlier? I don't think you were. When that acid comes back up, it can eat away at your esophagus. Yes, it can. You also have a ulcer. Yeah, you definitely need to take care of that stuff, Lester. You need to start eating right. I know you don't eat right, so I don't eat 100% healthy, but I try to eat, decent stuff. Shaquille, happy Sunday to you as well, sir. I'm doing well. I'm setting records this morning. This will be my longest live stream ever. It already has been. I've been live 2 hours and 56 minutes. I've got more likes on any live stream than I've ever had before. So, setting record-setting day for me. I'm up to 29 likes. Catboy is here. Welcome, Catboy. Double tap that screen for me. I'm trying to get to 30 likes. This is my like-a-thon. You're on 6 meds for different stuff. Yeah, I'll be like those people on the old, that Jerry Lewis telethon. I think that's my benefit in life. I'd rather go grab some lettuce and tomatoes from the garden if they're fresh or if they're being stored, more than just grabbing a pack of chips or something. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Once I get back up in Ohio next spring, probably I will definitely have a garden of some sort, even if it's just containers with tomato plants in it. I mean, I love fresh tomatoes. Grocery store tomatoes suck. No flavor to them at all. But yeah, even if I just have a container or two or three or four of tomatoes, I will have that. Muhammad is here. Say it. Okay. Like it. Muhammad, like it. Tap that screen twice for me. If you can walk it, it'll help you a lot. Yeah, well, Catboy said hi, hello. Yeah, more than likely, I mean, like I said, at a minimum, I'll have some tomato plants, probably some peppers, stuff like that. At a minimum, it all depends on what all's going on, what I get done next spring. So, garden's a garden. Growing them yourself is best, I've learned. Definitely is not the same if you go to the store and grab something. If we run out, yeah, squash, for example. I like garden, but not the store. Yeah. Ask Raz about squash. You still have some squash up there, Raz? Shaquille, hello. Tommy Cat, grow elderberries if climate allows. I've had elderberry, I think jam or jelly before. My cousin lives in Kentucky. He used to grow elderberries. It was good. I like the jelly or the jam. Never grown them good. You got 20 of those summer squash. Let's see who was talking about squash. Knights was talking about Knights. If you got any recipes for anything to do with summer squash, send it off to Raz. She had an abundance of squash this summer in her garden. It's her first year gardening, and she did good. She did good. Got a lot of tomatoes, and I didn't see any your potato harvest, but I know you're starting to pull some potatoes up. So, Dave, does Raz have squash is an understatement. Yeah, absolutely. Uh, oh, I know about squash. We've been growing it for thousands of years. Okay. Uh, yeah, Knights, click on her channel. If you're not subscribed to her channel, click on her channel and go watch one of her videos, comment on her video, and tell her what she can do with all that squash that she has. So, um, so Tommy says it's a great berry, best next to blueberry. Blueberries are fickle. Okay. Um, what, where does it grow the best, Tommy Cat? I mean, I'll be living up in Ohio next summer. So, and is it a perennial or is it an annual? Lester, I got some zucchinis growing off my compost. Okay, need to get rid of it. What's her channel handle? You can't click on her profile. Just the picture right next to her name. You can click on that, and should bring up a screen that'll tell you that you can go to or that says go to channel. If you just hit her login where it says Adventures with Raz, yeah, at Adventures with Raz. Elderberry, probably an annual. Okay. Doo-doo, take your shirt off, big fella. Let me see you get really nasty. Oh, I'm so tempted. Doo-doo. Sounds good. I'll check you out. Yeah, she's got a good channel. She's got a good channel. She does a lot of travel stuff. Travels all over the country. And this is for a lot of people that are on here. Joe Mama, Raz, Bren, Lester, all those people came from her channel. I made friends on her channel and they've come over and watched my lives. So definitely check her out there. Nights. Squash goes with everything. Try some with your chicken and coffee. Nice. It only brings up report and block. Oh, if you're not a moderator. Okay. I'm sorry. Let me see here. How can I do that, Raz? How can I do that so he can find your channel? If you just search, if you just type in at Raz Adventure at Adventures with Raz, you should be able to pull her up. It's RAZZ. Yeah, Lester. Yeah, there you go. There's a link right there. I don't know if you can actually click the link, but you can copy and paste that and then just put that in your search bar for YouTube. They like cooler area, nothing above 65 to 70. Okay, okay. They're poisonous. Yeah, yeah, I've heard that about them. My cousin, I know my cousin grows them and makes jelly out of them. He lives in Kentucky, so. Yeah, Lester, you got tomato plants growing off your compost. Yeah, I used to get cucumbers all the time. They would just grow wild out of my compost heap. You found her page? Okay. Yeah. Good, good, good. You can at Raz in a post. I can. Not. I don't think I can put any kind of like comment. I know I can. I know. I'm pretty sure I can do this. Yeah. I can pin it there so you can copy and paste. Maybe that's what you need to do. I don't know. I deleted your message. No, I didn't delete your message. If I did, it was an accident. I didn't mean to delete your message, Boys with Dreams. I've put a couple people in timeout this morning, and I've blocked a couple people today on this live. If I deleted you, I'm sorry. You like that life? Yeah. There's a way I can pin it. Well, yeah, that's what I did down at the bottom of the screen. It's pinned. Um, it's definitely an adventure. Yes, it is. Boys with a Dream. Okay, sir. Life of Ducky. Still call me Mr. Hustle. I like it. You're gonna stick with that, huh? That's fine. You can call me anything. That is fine. Of course you love it. I do too. I do too. Mr. Hustle. Catboy, hello. Somebody's typing a bunch of likes over here or sending a bunch of hearts. getting ready to take a shower. I'll still be listening to you. Okay, Lester. Actually, let's see. Think about. Ah, nights. Shame on you. Um, Actually, yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. We've definitely been live for over we hit the 3 hour point. We're like 3:07. Uh, I don't even know what that is. K4L. Doesn't sound like something. Yeah, it doesn't sound like something I like, and it's probably copyrighted music, so I'm definitely not gonna play it on a live stream. Um, Anyway, yeah, we've gone over 3 hours. I've got 30 likes. I do appreciate that. Appreciate everybody that's been here. I've had fun this morning talking to everybody. Lots of different topics today. So that's cool, including my new name, Mr. Hustle. Life of Ducky. I love it. I love it. Thanks for coming along. You've brought a smile to this old guy's face. So I definitely appreciate that. No, don't leave, please. I gotta get some stuff done. I gotta get me another cup of coffee and get me a cigarette too. I haven't had a cigarette in over 3 hours, so I know. Not important to you guys, is it? 30 likes. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Pretty happy with that. I'm sure I had a whole bunch of views on here today. Lots and lots of watch hours, and that's what it's all about. And Lester, we can't get you. Everybody's thinking about Lester taking a shower now. Thanks for that, Lester. All right, Bren. Bye. Bye, everybody. Call me Mr. Hustle now. Look what you've gone and started. Look what you've gone and started, Life with Ducky. All right, I'm going to get out of here. You all go have a fantastic day because I already have. It's been a good day for me, so I'm going to keep having a fantastic day. You are a trend starter, Life of Ducky. My virgin soul had to hear that. Yeah, right, Joe. All right, like I said, you all have go an amazing. You all go have an amazing day. Because, like I said, I already have. So I hope you all do. Peace. See y'all later.